What's up, Chicago? It's your man, Maze Jackson. We about to go live. It's your man, Maze Jackson, the Maze Said Video Podcast. We're about to do our thing live at the Intellectual Radio Studios. It's going to be on and cracking tonight. Now, we getting set up, and you're going to get a little behind-the-scenes view. But check this out. So we've been having a little debate. Now, I want y'all, while y'all waiting, to tune in, check it out. Let me know what you think. Look at the super producer, Earl, turn around. Now, ladies and gentlemen, super producer Earl just came up. He was in the closet. He came up with the mic, the Michael Jackson jacket extraordinaire. He even got the shoulder joints, right? You need some of the little dangly things. Now, what we trying to figure out is, would you rock this jacket? Do you think you got the fashion charisma to rock this jacket? Now, Wanda said
no. No, it's a no.
Wanda, again, what's your thoughts?
My thought is, take it off. It's not 1983. It's not Thriller. Take it off. It's outdated, played, and it should have stayed in the garbage can that you found it in.
Good Lord. Now, intern, how you over there laughing? What's your thought?
I wouldn't wear it, but I think it's a fresh look, though. It's a fresh look.
Okay.
You gotta be fresh wearing that.
All right.
I'll give you your opinion.
All right, now, look, we looking at Earl. Now, I'm going to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, see, I'm not scared when it comes to fashion. So I will rock that jacket, and I'm telling you, I will rock that jacket, and y'all would be like, Maze, that is so cold. You are the... Look, I walk into the club straight up, and I have a theme song. Rocking in with that. I walk in on some mic and be like, y'all ain't even ready. All right, y'all, let's get ready. It's your boy Maze Jackson. We are getting ready for the Maze.
We want that on jacket. What they rocking?
The Maze Said Video Show, Maze Said Video Podcast right here. Now, throughout the show, I want y'all to give me y'all opinion. What do y'all think? Should Earl rock the jacket? Earl, stand up one more time.
They rocking.
All right. Would you rock the jacket? Can you see my man Earl rocking the jacket? Now, Earl, uncross your arms. Stand there. Look. See, Earl having a flashback. When I walked in, I was like, dang, Earl, you rocking that piece. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple questions tonight, but the first question we want to know is, would you rock the jacket? Would you rock the jacket? All right, y'all, we getting ready to get it on. We getting ready to get it cracking. Are you out there? Are you watching? Can you share the broadcast? Can you also sign up for alerts to let you know every time I go live? Now, look, I need for you all to share the video. Take a moment, stop, share the video. It's going to be a good one tonight. Have you all seen the movie Madigan? Ooh-wee. It's a documentary. It's going down. These Republicans are not playing. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Cook County beverage tax. They are trying to charge us an extra penny. Do you understand what that will do to my 40-ounce coffee every time? 40 extra cents? But they are talking about that diabetes and how it can affect us as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about that much, much more. We're going to be talking about this election. Is this officially the wasted election? Are we so concerned with who Donald groped that we aren't dealing with the fact that police are still shooting people dead in the middle of the street? Y'all looking at emails. Y'all looking at who got squoze. Meanwhile, the cops still squeezing triggers. We're going to talk about that. And City of Chicago has released its budget. And so they're going to be trying to hire 1,500 new cops. And I've been talking about this. And I think we need to think about who can we get to do it. Now, the last one. I'm going to review the movie Madigan, but guess what, y'all? Guess who I hung out with today? You'll never guess in a million years. That's right. I went and hung out with Father Flager. And boy, oh boy, was that a doozy. Because you know how I feel. We had to get some things straight. And I'll tell you how that went too. All right, in just a few minutes. Take a few minutes. We're getting ready. I'm going to have another sip of coffee. Get all set up. Can you tell your friends? Tune in, share the broadcast, and let's get ready. Now, today, guys, I'm at the tripod, so I'm going to be asking you to give me your feedback live. Right? If you can give me your feedback live, I'll be looking for your questions and your responses because I got you right here in my face. So now that I got you in my face, I'll be able to see what you're saying. What's up, Lauren? Okay, before we even get started, I'm going to send some shouts out to everybody that's out there watching, that's tuned in to us. All right, let's start from the tip top. What's up to my girl Terry Winston and the Chicago Defender? And what's up to Cheryl? I said, what's up? Mike Woods, what up, Frat Go Mob? Eddie Jones, what's up to Eddie Jones? Shout out to Eddie Jones, the security man, representing for the men of A5A as well. Guy Washington, what's up, brother? To my sister, Tennille Jackson, what's up? Getting ready to go to the Big A. Got me playing Super Uncle this week. Are you taking the youngin' with you? What's going on? All right, shout out to my girl, Kim Jazuski. Kim, you know, it's always, every time your name pops up there, I always forget. Okay, Kim Marie Peterson. But I remember you as Kim Jazuski. I missed you at the homecoming this week, but we got to do better. Jason Lambert, what up? Jason Lambert, hell no, you wouldn't rock the jacket. Why you hating, dog? Don't be a hater. Mel Cragwell, all the way from Boston. Wendell Richardson, what's up? Harrison Staley, college roommate, doing the thing. Hey, Carrie Steele, Commissioner Carrie Steele, my beautiful and lovely wife. Roberto, my number one Latino supporter in the world. Man, if it wasn't for you, I would never consider making the Black and Brown Coalition. Because of you, though, dog, we going to figure it out. All right, Lauren, what's up? And what's up, Walter Granberry? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get it cracking, but I really need to get you to share this broadcast. I need you to share it. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Let the peoples know. It's time for poli-sci. We about to get you some political education around this piece. Around here. Because I'm the man right here. Yeah. Got my... Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? What's up, Sectonius? How you feeling, brother? Can you take a moment? Share the broadcast. Everybody, share it. This is your hour of political science. I might change the name of the show to Poli-Sci, just so I could teach y'all a little political education. Poli-Sci 101 education. Can y'all tell it's getting hot in here and my coffee is kicking in? Now let me just ask you, do you drink coffee like me? Would you want to pay an extra penny an ounce per your coffee? Does unsweetened count? We'll talk about that and much, much more. Gosh darn it. What else can they tax? I'm going to lose it. All right. My man Charles is on his way to Vegas. Have a good time, man. Win some money for us. But seriously, y'all. Okay, I'm going to say that for the show. Woo. Y'all don't forget, we got a new theme song. Written by Derek. What's your rap name, man?
No, Derek B.
Man, we got the new song by your boy Derek B in the building. Check out the new theme song. You can tell him Maze said it.
Yeah. It's your boy.
He like a J. Cole knockoff, man. That's all right. Shout out to the young homies. What up, Sean Knight? All the way from Macon, Georgia. What's going on down there? I think we got some family down there, don't we? Where's Uncle Claiborne from? Uncle Claiborne down there. Hey, what's up? Say what's up to everybody down at Fort Benning too, man. Sean, what's up, man? Y'all ready? We about to get this crack. Oh, we got about 4 minutes. Hey, Earl, can we turn the air? Y'all see I'm sweating. I'm sweating already. No, up. Hey, man, let me tell you, before we get started, did this happen to anybody else today? Did you get up, look out the window, prepared for the fall, put on a sweater with a collar, step outside, it's 90 degrees in October? Hey, man, I'm just telling you, once I sweat the shirt out, I ain't changing. So I'm just here to tell you, when this shirt gets off today, it's going to be on and popping. You probably can walk on the sun. State Representative Marcus Evans in the building. What's up, man? Chairman of the Housing Committee. Keep on, man. Housing and Economic Development. Hey, y'all, we got some young, dynamic state reps down there. And one day, they're going to get a chance to do their thing. Natalie House. What's up, sis? Chairman of the Cook County Bar Association. Do I need to move my mic, Earl? All right, so you can get some, look, we get a little intellectual radio in the broadcast. Now, ladies and gentlemen, very soon, starting in the upcoming next 2 weeks, I'm going to be looking for some ad dollars. That's right, we're going to start advertising. So would you like to be part of the May Said podcast, video podcast? Would you like your message on the stage, on the show? Would you like some of the most informed political viewers in the country to know your message? That's something you want to talk about? Thinking about that Cook County beverage tax? Amen. We influence some people over here. All right, get ready. Hey, Auntie. Hey, look, I'll call you Auntie. What's up, Carolyn? How you feeling? Lil Ricky is in the building right now.
What's up,
working. Woo. Y'all, it's hot. It is hot in here. All right, y'all ready? Hey, check this out. To my guys who I know y'all can't go to the screening, let me know if y'all want a private screening of the Madigan. I won't tell nobody you can. I won't. But boy, that was a doozy. Get ready, because we about to kick it into gear real fast and in a hurry. Hold your deal. Nick. Maze, that's me, Maze Jack. Straight black. Maze said it. Yo, what's up, Chicago? It's your man, Maze Jackson, live in the building. That's right. It's the Maze Said video podcast, and we got an action-packed show for you today. That's right. Your boy Maze is in the building, and as my man D said, you can tell him Maze said it. That's right. How y'all feeling today, y'all? Oh, I'm feeling a little good. Got my coffee, even though they trying to charge me an extra penny per sip, per ounce. What? Y'all crazy? We'll talk about that and a whole bunch more. It's your man, Maze Jackson. This is the Maze Said video podcast. We got an action-packed show for you. That's right. It's Monday night, which means it's time for the Maze Said video podcast. And tonight, I'm going to be flying solo, but we got a great show for you. We'll be discussing the concept of the wasted election. Now, if you didn't hear my commentary today on WVON, you got to check it out. We'll be talking about the concept of the wasted election. That's right. In what could potentially be the most important election literally in our lifetime for black people. Are we wasting the opportunity? Are we so concerned about who Donald groped that we don't recognize that this will be the first time in 8 years that we have existed in this country without a black president? And if the police could kill us under the watch of a black president, when we're guaranteed to have two candidates and one of them is going to be a white president, what can we expect? Have we wasted this opportunity watching America's first presidential reality show? We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about, I'll give you my review of the movie Madigan. Madigan, the movie. I'll give you that review. Now, I know a lot of us will not be able to go see it because you'll get in trouble. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I saw and what I thought, my thoughts on the movie. We'll talk about that. Then we're going to talk about what's going on at the Cook County with the Cook County Democrats. Wait a minute. What's going on? They're trying to charge us an extra penny per ounce for a sugary drink? Jesus Christ, man. Can we have anything without being taxed? They're already taxing plastic bags. Now they want to tax our soft drink. But could it be a cure for black people and diabetes? You know, there's two sides to that argument, so we'll talk a little bit about that. Then we're going to talk about what is going on in the city of Chicago, the city of Chicago budget. You know, I talked a little bit about this before. But they're talking about hiring 1,500 new police officers. What are we doing? What's our plan? How are we going to participate in that? You know, I see a lot of black folks with their arms crossed and ticked off because they talking about they not going to participate. We don't need more police. Well, I see while black folks got their arms crossed and mad, it's a lot of people over. It's a lot of people over at Mount Carmel. It's a lot of people at these Catholic high schools licking their chops for the opportunity to take advantage of these jobs, to create the new next generation of police officers. Are we going to sit it out or are we going to participate? I got some ideas on that. And then I'm going to talk about a little bit about my visit today with Father Mike Flager. Now, you all know how I feel about the white heroes in the black community. So we'll talk a little bit about my conversation with Father Flager because I told him that. We had a real interesting discussion. And you know what? That brother got a lot going on over there. And we'll talk about that and maybe how I've had a change of heart. Part of my whole Build Don't Break campaign this year. You know, I've been talking about kicking the doors down, and so many times we beat people up before we figure out what the best opportunity is or where there's opportunities we can work together. So I'll talk a little bit about that and a whole bunch more. Like I said, you are tuned into the Made Said Video podcast right here. Now, if you are out there watching us live, I want to encourage you to give us a shout out, get in the conversation. Please make sure that you share the broadcast. And I'm going to go through because we're live now and I'm going to give everybody a shout out that I got on the show. All right? Y'all ready? All right, here we go. What's up to Terry Winston, Mike Woods, Eddie Jones, Guy Washington, Tennille Jackson, Kim Marie Peterson, still Jazuski to me, Jason Lambert, Mel Cragwell, Wendell Richardson, Harrison Staley, my beautiful, lovely wife, Commissioner Carrie Steele. Now, y'all, I want to keep y'all pay attention. She's a chemist. Metropolitan Water Reclamation Commissioner. Support her. She ain't running now, but y'all know I talk a lot of smack, so I need black folks and everybody to support her. She's the only person that is qualified. A chemist. Wait, imagine that in Cook County. A chemist working at Water Rec to do a chemist's job? Unheard of. Ladies and gentlemen, support my beautiful and lovely wife, Roberto Sepulveda. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, Roberto has given me my hope for the Black and Brown Coalition, even though I'm not quite yet there. What's up, Walter Granberry? What's up, Lauren? What's up, Sectonius ILL? Shout out to Sean Knight, radio personality all the way from Columbus, Georgia. State Representative Marcus Evans. President of Cook County Bar Association, Natalie House. To my cousin Carolyn and to my cousin Amy. What's up, watching all the way from California. To my man Vernon Spells, who keeps me with the fresh cut and beer. What's up? Travis Andrew Brooks, John Rimbert, and Derek Spearman. What's up, all the way from the crib. Can I tell y'all one thing, though? Is there anybody out there that is like me that is rooting against the Cubs? Seriously. I really am enjoying... I am enjoying the fear that every Cubs fan has at every at-bat. Because as confident in the 400-something games that y'all done won, you know every time somebody swings that bat, you be like, the GOAT. The GOAT is going to get you. I'm laughing. I'm taking bets. Now look, check this out. I'm betting my Facebook Live audience. I'm betting my Facebook Live audience that if the Cubs win the World Series, I will come in here dressed in a Cubs hat, Cubs jersey, and I will say that the Cubs rule. Ha! Never. So, anybody want to take that bet? Anybody want to take that bet? John Rembert, you rooting for the Cubs. Dewan, Richard Greenfield. Yes, I appreciate you all for not supporting the Cubs. All right, now, but I do want to send a big fat shout out to my man Julian Green. What's in it for the black people with the Cubs, who is the director of marketing, who has done a tremendous job. Vernon, the Cubs are going to lose, bro. All right. So, how many of you have been paying attention to the presidential elections? I'm going to be honest with you. When this presidential election is over, I feel like we all need to just take a collective shower. Because this has been the scummiest, dirtiest, nastiest political campaign that I have seen in my life. Honestly. I mean, seriously, bro. We're at the point now. I am waiting for the sex tape. Now, who do you think would first have the sex tape? Hillary or Donald? Because there's a sex tape somewhere out there, y'all. There is a sex tape, and very soon the Russians will leak it. I can't tell y'all what, man. I'm tired of the crap that we are talking about because, guys, I fundamentally believe that this election could be the most important election for black people in our lives. Now, that sounds like a bunch of hype, doesn't it? That sounds like I plotted that out, that I spent some time. But I've really been thinking about this. Think about the fact that for 8 years we have lived under the rule of a black president, right? Now, how many of y'all, by a show of hands, are very happy with President Obama and what he's done for black people? I can't raise my hand for that. So if you out there and you watching, can I get a mad face if you are not happy with what President Obama has done for our community? So understanding that, and even though we haven't gotten much from him, I believe that he has set a precedent that allows other communities to marginalize us, even kill us. Now, let me break it down for you. If you thought that there was going to be a problem killing black folks, you got the worst time to do it is when there's a black president, because he can have some repercussions. But if the black president don't stand up for black folks, then what obligation do the white folks have to stand up for black folks? Now, if you're with me, do you understand that white folks think that racism is over? Do you understand that they believe that since Barack Obama has been elected, that it's all good for black folks? We all equal now. And all those murders we see on TV, those people deserved it. And I feel like our president's lack of anger, lack of passion, lack of desire to do something about these murders has made people feel like it's okay. And then maybe things are a little equal. So now, here we got Hillary Clinton and we got Donald Trump. We got dead people in the street for the last 4 years. And have we heard them speak on it? No. Why? I tell you why. Because we want to know whose booty Donald Trump squeezed. We want to see Hillary's emails. But really, at the end of the day, what that got to do with black folks? Did he squeeze any black folks' booties? Were any black people in any of the emails? So as we are focused on the Donald Trump Hillary reality show, because that's what it is. And all we need we need Donald to throw a drink on Hillary and Hillary to slap him. And I promise you they will have better ratings than the Real Housewives and the Basketball Wives combined. But in the meantime, the office of the president has been taken down a notch. Would you agree? I mean, really, do you respect these people at this point? I mean, at this point, we just holding our nose and going in. Now, does anybody find it, with everything that's going on, do y'all realize that Donald Trump is still only 4 points behind? 4 points! Which should tell black people something. Right now, real talk, he ain't said nothing about black folks that I caught. He's focused on the Mexicans. But the fact of the matter is, black folks, you next. So now, you know, black people, at the end of this election, they could finally say, you know, we tired of black folks. Let's put them on reservations. Y'all be like, oh, that could never happen. They couldn't exterminate the black folks. They already practiced with Ebola. Right? Quarantined the whole community. Y'all was like, put a fence around it, because I don't want that Ebola. Well, when you in that fence, now just imagine that could happen. You say it couldn't? Ask the Indians. Say it couldn't happen? Ask the Jews. Say it couldn't happen right here in this country? Ask the Japanese. America will round you up. So black folks, while you busy looking at who Donald squoze and trying to read the rest of Hillary's emails, could somebody please ask what's in it for the black people? Can we please say what does this next president's obligation to our community? Right? Because you ain't asking nothing. As a matter of fact, most black folks probably that I know feel the same way I do. This is just some dirty dirt. Dirty. But the fact of the matter is, we will elect a new president. And if you haven't asked any questions, if you haven't made any demands, get ready for 4 years. You thought Barack ignored you? What you think these white folks gonna do? 4 years, ladies and gentlemen, we have less than 4 weeks before we choose the next president, and we still don't know what's in it for the black people from either one of them. The wasted election. It's your boy Mace Jackson. You are tuned in to the Mace Said video podcast right here at www.intellectualradio.com. We are an iHeart radio station now. If Brother Earl could turn on this air conditioner so I could stop cooking in this 80-degree weather, I'd give you a real show. I'm just playing. Hey, so while we are discussing the concept of the wasted election, who's out there? Are you listening? Are you still paying attention? If you're out there, please take a moment, share the broadcast. Let me know you're listening. Show me some love. What's up to my cousin Carolyn? What's up, Dewan? You always out there. Shout out to Richard Greenfield. Shout out to Arnett and Vernon Spells. All right. So while we are busy being focused on what is going on with Donald and the booty squeezing, there are a lot of people in the state of Illinois that are hoping that we ignore everything that they've done to go after Donald Trump. But I'm here to tell y'all, in Illinois, we got some real issues. Now, if you've been watching for the last 2 weeks, you have heard my man Charles Thomas say on numerous occasions that Illinois is the worst state in the union for black people unemployment. Do y'all think that's because of... That didn't just happen. That didn't just happen a year ago. That didn't just happen 2 years ago. We've been on a steady downward spiral. And so while we are potentially in the most important election in our national lives. Locally, we've got some Democrats in green who have been assaulting our community for years, hoping that we will ignore their transgressions against the black community because we're so mad at Donald Trump. See how they do that? See how that's slick? So now, they done screwed our community over for 40 years. What's going on with Chicago State? Anybody tell me what's going on with that? Everybody is so quiet. Where is the noise? 87 students enrolled in Chicago State. Illinois is the worst state for unemployment and for black people in the world, and nobody saying nothing but Donald Trump is bad. They hope we can get away with that. Now, I can't argue with you. Maybe Governor Rauner ain't the answer. But I'd also like to say that he ain't the only one. Where are the people that are supposed to represent our community? What is their position on where we are? Anybody? How they do it on Ferris Bueller? Anybody? You see, we are complicit in our own demise. Right now, politically, this will be the most expensive legislative campaign in Illinois political history. Millions of dollars are being spent. Over $50 million is predicted to be spent. Got a question? What's in it for the black people? So now check this out, right? I don't have that many expectations of Republicans because they really don't spend no time in our community anyway. But have any Democrats been speaking to black folks about things that black folks care about? Or are they just telling us Governor Rauner is bad? What's the plan? What is the plan, and what should our expectation be of the people that we have elected to represent us? How are we being represented, and what's being said on our behalf? I'm confused. I'm lost. You know, they tell me that there's... I turn on the TV every day. Millions of dollars being spent. Millions. TV commercial after TV commercial after TV commercial. Telling the black folks, dear black folks, we need you to come support us because them the bad peoples. We're not going to give you nothing for it. But we just need you to know that those people over there are bad. Well, I'm of the opinion that until somebody discusses with me what's in it for the black folks, they all bad. Black people, what are we expecting out of this election? What are we already, forget Donald and Hillary, because I'm going to tell y'all what. A lot of folks like to go vote in the presidential elections because those are the sexy elections. But the real talk, the real business happens in the local elections. Do you know who you're voting for judge? Do you know who you're voting for state rep, state senator, school board, county commissioner, comptroller, U.S. Senate? Oh, U.S. Senate. Wait, hold it. There's a race we need to talk about. So, anybody been following the U.S. Senate race? Tammy Duckworth versus Mark Kirk? Okay, you know what? I would really go in on this, but I've already been in trouble this week for some of my non-politically correct comments. So I'm going to try and make this as politically correct as possible here. So you have Mark Kirk, Republican senator, who has suffered a stroke and has been saying some off-the-wall wacky things. Off-the-wall wacky things. And then you have Tammy Duck, and he's in a wheelchair. He's had a stroke. Then you have Tammy Duckworth, who was a helicopter pilot, who had her legs blown off, but was the choice of the establishment Democrats. So, Mark Kirk, Republican, Tammy Duckworth, choice of establishment Republicans. Now, I got a question, because it seemed to me that there was a lot of hullabaloo and a lot of people ticked off about how Tammy Duckworth was selected to be the U.S. for the position of U.S. Senate, to be the Democratic nominee. Apparently, there was some shenanigans going on with Senator Durbin, who basically hijacked the nomination for Tammy Duckworth without really giving Andrea Zopp fair consideration from the DSCC, which is the Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee. So they kind of aced Andrea Zopp out. Now, Andrea Zopp has landed on her feet, and she is now the deputy mayor, and she's out making good things happen. But I was a little perturbed at the fact that, once again, white Democrats decided what was best for our community without consulting us. So Tammy Duckworth got a tongue lashing, and then she went to 95th in the Dan Ryan immediately following her election, her assumption of our support for the election, and said she would do better building ties with the black community. Anybody seen her? Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Oh, I look all the place, everywhere I go, and I don't see no Tammy Duckworth wherever I go. Have you seen her? So, once again, here we have our votes being taken for granted. But the option is Mark Kirk, the Republican. Now, I'm not here to tell you to support a Republican, but I am here to tell you that Tammy Duckworth needs to come to our community and ask for some support. Not just assuming, because they just get to take it. And I understand our black elected officials, you all have to do what you have to do. So let us hold them accountable. Just tell them it's a problem out here for her not talking to the people, and let us do our thing. We understand, but they cannot just keep picking and skipping over you as they make the decisions that will impact our community. Think about the gravity of the fact that the spot that Tammy Duckworth was picked to have was the U.S. Senate seat of Carol Moseley Braun, of Barack Obama, and of Roland Burris. 3 black people. Guess what? We didn't even get a vote. We did not even get a say. Dick Durbin just decided this is what y'all Negroes gonna get. Be happy with it. We ain't happy with it. All right. Now, I'm not telling you to vote for it because I'm not picking yet. I got to do some more contemplation. I'll let you know a week before the election. Okay. Now let's talk about this comptroller's race. Woo! That's a doozy. So, for the race for Illinois comptroller, we have incumbent Leslie Munger versus Bolingbrook native and city clerk Susanna Mendoza. Well, dang, how about that? Boy, that puts me in a real pickle. I mean, you've got Susanna, Democrat, from the crib, Bolingbrook. And then you have Leslie Munger from the North Shore, fellow Illini graduate, who since the very first day she came into office, instead of ignoring the black community, as most Republicans do, decided to spend a significant amount of time courting the black community, even though the fact of the matter is it's probably really hard to get black people to vote for a Republican. And so I'm torn. I'm torn between the two. You know, as a loyal Democrat, I want to support Susanna. Now, it doesn't help that she tried to get me fired from a couple jobs, but that's neither here nor there. She's from the crib. She's from Bolingbrook. I got some questions. Leslie Munger, Republican. She spends a lot of time in our community. But is it real? I mean, you know, I feel like it's real and genuine, but I feel like I need to have them both here. What do you think, guys? Do you think we could get them both here? Maybe we could get them to talk and we could ask them some questions? Maybe get each one of them to answer what's in it for the black people. I mean, this is an important race. And the race will be determined right here in Cook County by, guess who? Black people. See, here's the thing. While I don't believe that this is a proxy war, I think this is two outstanding women who have tremendous credentials, who should be judged on their own merit. And so I'd like to get them both in the studio, and I'd like to ask them some questions. And I'd also like them to tell me what's in it for the black people if we elect either one of them. Now, I want to keep it neutral, so I'm not going to make any judgments. But I'm going to issue this challenge. Comptroller Leslie Munger, City Clerk Susanna Mendoza, the black people want to hear from you on our issues and our subjects. Can I get both of you to come to Intellectual Radio before the election and have a debate right here for our audience live on Facebook? Don't be scared. Come on, talk to the people. We'll take your questions live from Facebook. Scared? Bring it straight to the people. You are listening to you are tuned into the May Said video show and, excuse me, I did that wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into the May Said video podcast right here on Intellectual Radio. We are an iHeart radio station. Check us out, www.intellectualradio.com. Is that a call? Do we have a caller? Caller, what's up? Give us a call. We ready to talk. Okay, now, when we come back from this break, we are going to be discussing the Cook County Board of Review and this beverage tax. I'm about tired of these taxes. Real talk. I'm real tired of these taxes. But black people do lead the country in diabetes. We do lead the country in obesity, high blood pressure. Is it something we should consider? Will the tax help our community or hurt our community? Or is it just another regressive opportunity to take more money out of our pockets to pay for something that we didn't do? Ladies and gentlemen, I have taken $2 billion in tax increases over the last year. And now, they're asking for more. When we come back, we'll talk about that and much, much more. Don't miss my review of the movie Madigan. Boy, I got some good points. That was a humdinger of a movie. You don't want to miss that. And I know some of you all can't check it out because you'll get in trouble. You get skinned alive. So I'm going to give you my review. You are tuned into the May Said radio show and podcast. Stick with us. We are in commercial break. I'm trying to get a cool off break as well as catch my breath. And we'll be right back. Stay tuned. What's up, Minister Michael Muhammad? All right, in the building. What's up, Natalie? You on the which you are? I thought, Natalie, I gave you a shout out over here, but you over there? Over here, over there. Where you watching us? We are all over the place. Y'all, I'm just trying to get a cool off so you can watch the commercial break while I sip my coffee.
She got a question for you too. She said,
Matter of fact, you got questions, read them to me on there. Go ahead.
she says, do you think Leslie Munger will lose because of the Democratic tsunami in November?
I don't see a Democratic tsunami in November because I think that, quite frankly, I think that we're going to see a tremendous fall off of black voters because there's no Barack Obama. So you're going to see a depression in black vote, and because this race is now a race to the bottom, a lot of those undecideds are not going to come out. So I don't predict a tsunami. I do think that Leslie Munger has a real challenge, but I don't see black people enthusiastic about this election, which could be bad for Susanna Mendoza. But the fact of the matter is, we got to ask them some real questions. Natalie? Oh, is that the president? Okay, Madam President Steele, tell me who that commissioner is. I thought that was the president asking for that. Coming for your neck. Maze Jack. Straight black. Hey yo, that's original creation. That's original. Hold on, let me get my notes, man. I plotted this show out real good. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up, Chicago? It's your man, Maze Jackson, and I'm live back here. You are tuned into the Maze Said video podcast right here at www.intellectualradio.com, where it's hot as hell, because I got dressed for the winter, and it turned out to be at 90 degrees today. All right, but I ate it. Once I put the clothes on in the morning, I'm rolling to the end of the day. So I'm just telling you now, when I take this shirt off, it's going to be walking and talking. You are tuned into the Maze Said video podcast. Now, when we got off, we were talking about our comptroller, the comptroller's race, Leslie Munger versus Susanna Mendoza, and I'm trying to get them to get on this show. If anybody out there wants them to get on the show, can you go to their Facebook pages and tell them to come on the Maze Said video podcast? Come on, y'all. Let's have a little fun. Reach out to Leslie Munger's Facebook page. Reach out to Susanna Mendoza's Facebook page and tell them to come on the Maze Said video podcast right here at Intellectual Radio so we can ask them direct, what's in it for the black people? All right. Now, if you're anything like me, then you enjoy a little liquid refreshment. You know, some of that liquid refreshment can oftentimes be alcoholic. But if it's during the day, you prefer something non-alcoholic. Me, my preferred poison is iced coffee and peach Snapple. So you can imagine my chagrin when I found out that the Cook County Board President proposed a 1 penny tax per ounce on sugary soft drinks. Boy, was I ticked off. Good God, man. Do y'all got to tax everything? Can we have some peace? So I flew off the handle. I mean, when they told me we were paying another penny per ounce. Now look, they got a tax on liquor. They got a tax on bottled water. So I was feeling good about drinking Snapple. And now they trying to get that. So I was outraged, outlandish. Boy, was I ticked off. Pissed. Are you kidding me? Another penny tax? I mean, Jesus. They just said they were going to put a 7 cents tax on plastic bags, and now this. So I went bananas. Got on the phone. I called my good friend, Commissioner Stanley Moore. I said, Commissioner, the hell are you thinking? The hell are you thinking? You want to tax my Snapple, man? Can I have anything? Just my Snapple. Just a penny an ounce? I mean, think about this. The gravity of a penny an ounce means that a 2-liter now costs 68 cents more. So you can never get another 99-cent 2-liter ever. Ever. Commissioner, what are you thinking? He says, well, Mace, I understand as a small business owner how you could be upset with that. I'm a restaurant owner, so I agree too. But, Mace, did you know that black people lead the country in diabetes? Preventable diabetes? Well, damn, I said, damn. Then he said, and high blood pressure and obesity and all these things have negative impacts. And you see how you just said, I won't drink another Snapple. That's actually the desired effect. Damn, I said to Commissioner Moore. Commissioner Moore. But it's a tax on our drinks. And he says, Maze, but we might be able to save some lives. I'm like, damn, can we save them without taking away my Snapple? Shameless plug for Snapple. Dear Snapple, I drink 3 a day at a minimum. Can you please send your boy a case? Anyway, so I got to thinking about this beverage tax. What do you think? Should we pay another penny an ounce? Will it stop you from being a diabetic? Is it worth it? I'm here to tell you, I get the argument on both sides. And it does negatively impact black folks. And so, as the commissioners have to take up this debate, I think we need to let our voices be heard, black folks. I mean, geez. You know, at the corner store, you can find about 50 Snapples, no water. Now, I might be able to support the sugary beverage tax if you take the tax off the water. I mean, really, come on, man. So, you know how when you go to the store and they say, bottled water, you get this whole 24-pack for 99 cents. And then it's like $5 because they tax you on all the bottles. I'm not exactly sure what else they can tax. I mean, we're down to Snapple by the ounce. You do realize that they're going to put people out of business, right? They're going to put whole industries out of business with this tax. But maybe we can put diabetes out of business. Would it be worth it to destroy Coca-Cola if you could end diabetes? Would you trade Coca-Cola and Pepsi and Snapple and Red Bull if you knew that you could eliminate diabetes in our community? Would it be worth it? Or could we just stop drinking so much? Which is it? Do we need the government to do it? Now I'm going to tell you how important this tax is to the county. I read in the paper today that the county board president is considering giving every commissioner $500,000 to vote for the tax. Now, it's not $500,000 direct, but it's $500,000 in projects and stuff. Now, it seems to me if we got the money to give everybody $500,000, could we take that money and put it back? I mean, seriously, how can we be in a budget crisis, but we got, how many commissioners is it, 12? So that means it's $6 million that we going to pay these people of our own, now, and it's not even we, because it's our tax dollars. Guys, it's crazy. It is completely crazy to me. I don't know what else is left to tax. Richard Greenfield says air. Richard, right, next thing they're going to put gas masks on. And we got to wear a mask to pay for the air we breathe. You know, don't be surprised if they start putting paid toilets in the public bathrooms. Right? You're going to go to the county building, they're going to have coin-operated toilets. Boy, could you imagine you got to go to the bathroom and you got to put a quarter in there? That's going to suck. What's up, Erica? How are you? Thanks for tuning in. You are tuned into the May Said video podcast right here on www.intellectualradio.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, City Hall, in news in City Hall, the mayor has delivered his budget address, and now they are preparing to hire 1,500 new police officers. Hear me out. They are preparing to hire 1,500 new police officers, which equates to about 10% of the police force. Now, I keep seeing black folks with their arms crossed mad talk about, we don't need no more police. I don't want no more police. We don't need no more police in our community. Meanwhile, the white guys are saying, yes, they're about to open up the roles. And if we don't fill and occupy those places and those spots, we will be in for another generation of Jason Van Dykes. So now, let me ask a question. How many black folks out there do we know that could be police officers? Ricky, you ready? Come on, man. 30 days, man. Now look, I had an interesting conversation today, and I'm suggesting that we don't wait for the mayor to pay a white company to recruit black people to be police officers. I'm suggesting that we find some black police officers that know the tests, know the rules, and we hold our own black independent police recruiting program in which we recruit the people that we believe should be applying to be police in Chicago. And we should prepare them with classes, prepare them. Now look, if you want to run, you want to be a police officer, you got to stop smoking weed. You got to. You got to pass the test. So, have a 30-day class that prepares people to take the police exam and pass. Look, y'all. They are preparing a generational change in the police department. Are we going to participate, or are we going to get killed some more? Your choice. Little birdie tells me they looking for black folks to apply for these jobs. That's what the birdie tell me. Now, you'd be mad if you want to. But the fact of the matter is, we have to take those spots and do what is best for our community over the long term. All right. Now, I'm running out of time. I'm at 8:47, so I only got about, 8 more minutes. I'm going to give you a quick review. How many of you, I'm going to give you a quick review of the movie Madigan? How many of you all, is there anybody out there that knows who Speaker Madigan is? I think it's probably hard for you not to know now with all the commercials. But for all intents and purposes, he is by far the most powerful man in Illinois politics, but hell, the most powerful man in Illinois in some cases. Well, Seems like the Republicans have decided that they don't want him to be anonymous anymore, and so they made a movie. The movie Madigan. And I had the distinct pleasure of watching the movie. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of my thoughts on the movie. Now, it's no secret that the filmmakers were decidedly anti-Mike Madigan. But the fact is, this movie was a documentary that was Netflix worthy and was based in truth. In the movie, Madigan plays the anti-hero, very similar to a Michael Corleone or a Paulie Cicero. But you have to admire his power and his ability to crush his enemies totally while ruling profitable property tax racket. Now, it was the ultimate true life gangster documentary. And as a lover of good gangster flicks, I found myself almost rooting for the villain in the movie. Until I remembered that those were my tax dollars. Right? Just like Michael Corleone, just like all of the favorite guys that I watch in the movies, and I am a lover of gangster movies. Sopranos, you name it, I love it. Love them. I watch all the documentaries. And so in all of those movies, you often find yourself admiring the anti-hero. And sometimes you find yourself admiring the bad guy, which I found after watching this movie. Which would have been great, with the exception of the fact that this is government, and they're not supposed to be bad guys. They're supposed to be the guys that are representing our interests. So, while I know many of you who are watching this podcast would be skinned alive if you were ever caught dead at the screening, I will tell you that if you like Illinois politics, good, bad, the ugly, whether no matter what side you're on, it's a movie you want to watch. I give it 3 stars. Now check it out. That movie will be playing all around. There will be movie premieres, and there will also be on TV. Guys, this stuff is getting real out here. And so as I see these millions of dollars being spent, I think of my good friend Mark Allen, right? Mark Allen, shout out to Mark Allen if you're out there. You're probably not watching because I think you said until you get on the show you wasn't sharing no more. But Mark Allen always talks about the economic participation in the election cycle. So I'm going to close out on this. Ladies and gentlemen, right now in Illinois, there are unprecedented millions of dollars being made by people for and on behalf of our community, and black folks are not participating. When you look at the amount of money that is being spent on this election by both Democrats and Republicans, millions of dollars, will there be any new black millionaires made? What is the economic participation of black-owned businesses in this election cycle? I'm not hearing a lot of money on WVON, which is the black radio station. I'm not getting too much advertising for but black folks are the base of the Democratic Party. But we don't participate economically. To the Republicans, you're spending millions and millions and millions of dollars, and you always say you want to get with the black folks. But when it comes time to participate and for us to participate, you don't. So this is what I want to ask. I don't have very many expectations of Republicans, but I do think we should take a look at the spending patterns of both parties. I would say that the black community is roughly 20% of the state of Illinois' population. Do your campaign spends reflect that? Do your campaign schedules reflect that? Do you spend 20% of your time in the black community? Do you spend 20% of your buy or your spend with the black community? Or are all black people just hustlers trying to just get a piece of your money? It's not a lot of black political consultants. I want to talk about this beverage tax. When you think about this beverage tax, there are hundreds of white lobbyists, not hundreds, but white lobbyists making money hand over fist that rely on black votes on this. Who are the black lobbyists? So, if you're a black legislator and you're watching this, or a black county board member, or a white county board member, and you're watching this, who are the black lobbyists that are participating, that are coming to visit you, that are eating the same way the white guys that are demanding your vote are? Guys, it's real out here. If you don't participate in the game and we don't eat, then we'll get eaten. Now look at here, y'all. We got 3 weeks to this election, and nobody has answered what's in it for the black people. When I come back next week, we're going to be dealing with some of these judges. These judges that have been enemies of the state forever, but because we as black folks just re-elect them because we do, somebody got to go. So we're going to be talking about not retaining some judges that have proven themselves to be enemies to our community. And we're going to start holding people accountable. You don't just get to say you get the black vote because you're a Democrat if you've proven yourself an enemy to the state. We don't got to vote for a Republican. We can just skip you. It's time for people to stop denying our community. Black folks, this literally could be the most important election of our lifetimes. First time without a black president in 8 years. What are we going to get out of this election? Hey, it's your man, Maze Jackson. You are tuned into the Maze Said Video Podcast. We are here every Monday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on www.intellectualradio.com. We are an iHeartRadio station. You can give us a call, 708-223-8953. You can catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on Twitter. All of it at Maze Jack, M-A-Z-J-C. Until next week.